Ukraine prepares to send bodies of dead Russian soldiers back home.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukrainian troops are preparing to send the bodies of dead Russian soldiers back across the border. The head of Ukraine's Civil Military Cooperation Department says even though these transfers are part of international protocol, the Kremlin has not appealed for the bodies to be returned. Several hundred bodies of the occupiers are kept here. There are several such train stocks on the territory of Ukraine. They will be kept here until a decision is made at the interstate level to transfer these bodies. The Ukrainian side is ready to hand them over tomorrow or even today. However, there have been no appeals from the Russian side to receive these bodies so far, said Colonel Volodymyr Lyamzin of the Ukrainian army. Moscow has allegedly ignored repeated offers for the dead to be returned, while Ukrainian officials say Russia is more concerned with covering up the scale of the losses and is willing to abandon its troops. The Kremlin claims it always retrieves its dead. However, it has not given casualty figures since late March, when Moscow claimed that 1,351 Russian soldiers had been killed and 3,825 wounded since the invasion. According to Western estimates, the Russian military has suffered more casualties in Ukraine in 2.5 months than Soviet forces did in Afghanistan during a decade of Soviet occupation in the 1980s. On Friday, the Ukrainian military estimated the number of Russian fatalities to be around 26,900.
This post received a score of 12,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I wonder if Russia is willing to accept them.
The article says they're not requesting them. And the way Russia is acting, they don't want them. They're not picking up their dead after battles, they're citing them as missing, so it's cheaper for them so they don't have to pay the families.
Imagine when that gets out. That Russia just kinda lost the repatriated remains of their meat shields, in hopes to cover their embarrassment. Have they learned nothing of the teachings of Barbra Streisand?
The Streisand effect doesn't work on the Russian people. They'll deny a dead body right in front of them because a lifetime of propaganda told them a dead body is impossible.
More like they will deny a dead body right in front of them because that body was the last person who failed to deny a dead body right in front of them.
Intercepted phone call of Russians searching and finding their dead soldier in Ukraine.
Greater than Moscow has allegedly ignored repeated offers for the dead to be returned. How long until we get a statement from Moscow, demanding the immediate return of their dead?
They'd need to admit they suffered losers first. I think it would go from admitting that to then immediately demanding the bodies back, under the guise they were being withheld.
They're not losses, they're special military setbacks.
DNA samples should be taken for inquiries by relatives.
They are as well as for criminal investigations.
I figured they were. It's sensible too. Just figured I'd add that to the conversation since those bodies sound like they could end up misplaced by Russian authorities.
They will misplace them. Anything to prevent having to pay out to the families or admit how many have died in combat. Pile them up on Putin's yacht, then give it back to him.
Putin's yacht is too small for all of them.
Putin insecurity is large enough. Maybe pile the bodies on that. Room to spare for the next 20k too.
Insecurity would be a hell of a good name for his yacht though.
Russia, dead Bo. Oh, you mean Armia. So nice of you.
Ukraine. They weren't missed in action. We hit 'em all.
Russia. Silence. ... I kill you, _.
I think that's what our guys did to yours.
Uno reverse card.
I recall that woman on the first day of the invasion shouting at the soldier on the corner that it wasn't his country and he would end up being fertilizer for their sunflower fields. He just chuckled nervously. I hope she's okay.
I love follow-up stories. I hope someone finds her. I hope she knows that her strength inspired thousands, millions to support Ukraine's self-defense.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.